No challenge whatsoever from Liquid from the A site because Elige is walking behind them. He's very wary that somebody's going to keep him locked into position, but look at this, nobody watching. He doesn't get his chance to find a 5v4, but the grenades on point. Yell's able to blow Fallen out of the equation. Bomb planted from Dinoco, and now Elige starts to round the corners. Again, they know he's back here. It's just a matter of him finding some sort of an impact, and with Esagaze up close, it's Elige to equalize. He takes the gush, and then Nav from the bomb site itself is able to find impact. Grim, he's sticking that bomb all the way. No, not like this. I refuse to accept.
Get ready for more.
Vertigo like this.
Yeah.
And Elige comes back at it. Here we have the retake already outbound. Smoke grenade on short again. Same smoke that Grim was able to use for the last defuse. Fallen down to the 2 seconds, gets killed off of it. We've got MIBR across the kill feed, but back into the 2v2. It's Yell to close as MIBR rob it back.
Such a mess, isn't it? But you know what?
From inside the site, Danico finding a bit of damage there as the CTs go for a boost. That will give them vision because they boost on top of the boost. And this gives Naf a very threatening line of sight. Sure enough, killing bolts, falling down, going for spam. And this MAC-10, that's a wild risk to take, but
smokes come up.
Gets himself a kill, and then the CTs come charging inwards. Then we have MIBR across the kill feed, back into the 2v2. 30 seconds. There's no way they're going to B.
Yeah, it's a play and pause here. ARAM pressure is coming up.
Oh, Esagaze able to get the one on elevator. Grim trades it. He's locked into this position. He doesn't have knowledge as to where the T is at, and he's just trying to keep himself in cover.
He's playing it well.
He's worried. 10 seconds.
The one spot. They've got to go for this. Oh, that is so nice from Esagaze.
That grenade's going to cut off line of sight. Oh, and bolts. He gets Fallen right through where that smoke was going to pop. Grim goes down empty-handed, and MIBR, 2 crucial opening kills. Naf's got somewhat of an answer here, and he's going to run forward. Takes down Danico. That's at the hands of Elige. Stewie 2K looking for the clutch, but the ops back by sandbags, and now he knows. But Yell, he's able to find that kill, and with one player yet again. We saw Fallen kind of floating the op, but Elige, he's going to go ahead and take an initiative. Now he knows there's a player stranded on site. Bomb planter couldn't have gotten too far. I feel like Elige somewhat saves this in terms of even having any kind of a chance, but he gets tagged up by the op. Fallen finds the headshot. Cello boosted, dies to Elige, and we've got Liquid with a retake. Now that's a round. It looked like they got wrecked.
Yeah.
With Esagaze coming in through spawn, Stewie 2K gets clotheslined off of the building. This is a big round for Liquid if they want to keep it going. Op up close from Fallen, lands into Cello, and almost draws bolts into the second CT. But they've got utility still to play. MIBR, their A presence has looked good. The utility on the execute, the wall bangs they've managed. And more often than not, we are praising them on this half of the map. But in a 2-man disadvantage, we'll see. Elige trades back as bolts boldly peeks into the fire. Yell, he's looking for a target inside of the site, but Elige heads up. He could be coming alive tonight. Yell, fully blind, goes down as Liquid take a third.
I like the way they're weaponizing Grim for a lot of these peaks early on in the rounds. He's had a high success rate so far. I think he can continue to be a problem.
To be distracted by the utility here. Yell's going to walk around short side. Counter terrorist kind of in flux at the moment.
Oh, man.
Yell's got a really good timing here, unless Grim gets behind the boxes. But Fallen spotted, and there goes Danico. Yell inside of the site. Frag grenades on point. And now he's got himself another challenger here in the hands of Elige. Here comes Esagaze from mid. He gets himself a double. And that leaves Stewie stranded. Esagaze again, this time not slipping through CT to compromise the B site, but joining forces with Yell on A.
Wrap the corner. Because once they do, like you see Yell in that position, turn the corner, like the round is won. It's not necessarily won. He's in such a trump card position. I mean, he's behind the smoke. He knows if they go past this certain line, his teammate does not have to overextend from the back if he doesn't want to. There will be a peak, but it just baits the attention away. And yeah, Grim activates 4-on-2 now.
Nice
with a smoke in hand.
And Grim's going to get himself a second. Cello not quite in a spot to trade that. Really nice, smooth moves from Fallen there. Just playing around, showing a little bit of skin around the side of the short shelf. You know, pounding his shot through the wall as opposed to actually committing to the peak and offering over anything to MIBR. Elige gets canceled out on the flank, but there's Grim. 3 kills on the round. You said it, man. Activate Grim. Get him down ramp. They're still trailing by 1.
Listen, positional compensation. They lose the trade, but they get that exact spot that they want on the ramp. They don't necessarily have to overextend anywhere now, because here, they almost always get the bomb down. So we'll see if Liquid can be disrupted. They actually do. And it's Elige from the back behind Fallen to get the kill.
Bolts slapped by Grim. Headshot connects on short side. 5 versus 2. Very strong spot for Liquid. Esagaze coming around the corners. And, well, almost the same fate as his teammate. But between him and Danico, they've got 24 HP to work with. And Elige hot on their heels, man. This is going to be an easy 2K for him as he finds them mid-execution. They were trying to play around with grenades, and Elige not playing games. We've got this match tied. We've got a couple of players from MIBR challenging Yellow Tarp over on the A site, but there's a real possibility of the kills coming in from B. No, Fallen. He extends into Danico. It's going to have to be Grim to deliver. He's got a player right ahead, snaps back, and gives us the double that Team Liquid need.
Wow. What would they call that? El Monstro? That was nasty from Grim, but okay.
Over.
His friend Elige.
3 players at the helm of this retake, but we said don't give Yell this position, and right now he is locked in on it. He saw a player slip by. Smoke grenade extends, now bolts from short side. He drops Grim, sees Nap, and can't do anything about it. A retake here from Liquid gives them a 2-round lead.
Yep.
Esagaze going for the bomb plant. He's going to be able to commit to that one yet again. They put out the fire that's meant to fluster his feet. Naf with a headshot versus Yell at B. Leaves the 4v2 to unfold here. But we've got full HP on both Bolts and Esagaze. Counter-terrorists at a disadvantage in that regards. Grim, though, doesn't need much. Goes ahead, finds that kill towards short, but now it's Bolts in the clutch. The 1v4. He's got players low, but he can't control all of their peaks. It is Team Liquid with a 3-round edge. But that game versus Navi was no fluke. MIBR take to the defense after the break.
Esagaze here holding for the peak, but Grim immediately clocks him.
Yeah, and look at Grim, man. He's going to go for a deeper position. Cello walks out, loses his space. Grim, third kill.
He's just on monster mode. I mean, this wouldn't be the first time he did this to MIBR.
Stewie 2K is going to find the same spot that Grim was just within. And he gets hard cleared. Yell with a headshot and a follow-up. Now it's him on 14 HP with 2 Ts, but he's not going to manage. Double digits first for Team Liquid.
Look at his performance versus MIBR once upon a time is the reason he's on Liquid now. See if they bring some ingenuity here to the force-up.
Grim 1 headshot before Danico finds him. Hey, a second off of the Deagle, and Esagaze's got one. It's Elige with everything so far after Grim's first. You just said, right? 2 Eliges.
Yeah, they're going to pull Elige forward. They had 3 players. He might stay back in this spot. And this frees up, at least calms the nerves a bit. You know, it's 2-on-1 now. They're still worried about Bolts, and they should be, but it's only 1 man, right? My God, they're actually going to pull back.
Ooh.
This is a weird decision, man, because... Oh, to short, excuse me.
Yeah, it draws him in. Now he's going to be standing in the open. Oh, he's tagged up. Bolts falls back. Frag could hit the bomb planter. If he kills that first man, the Naf's chipped down a bit. Hands busy with bomb.
Yeah, you could get 1 dig to the body almost, yeah.
Definitely. It's a roll that would break a lesser man. Yell going to have to leave his preferred position. Danico dies to Stewie, spammed through Yellow. And Yell still close enough to challenge here. M4A1S, 4 players ahead, sees the head, and looks away. But Esagaze, he's got himself 2 kills.
Is that off the flank? Where did... Oh, he just peeked
away
off
from
short.
Here we go. Molotov should clear the corner so that they can just focus on sight. Last bits of utility thrown out, and Esagaze, he's going to just rush right in, and he dies for that decision. Then Bolts does too. Stu with 3 kills leaves Cello. So as long as Stewie stays tucked behind the sandbags, It really is on his decision to swing out and take the final fight. He does so and puts Team Liquid on fire. 5 rounds in a row in this T side. Again, they've got this 2-pronged pinch ready to peak, perhaps. But they are certainly outnumbered. There's a third player. Esagaze was over towards the sandbags. Oh, a Liege!
Like they have pistols.
Just running through them like it's nothing. A full buy round from MIBR to try and stave off a 15th round win from Liquid. And a Liege so disrespectful, but bolts. He's able to get out from the CT spawn with 2 kills already to his name. Bomb planter almost killed, but Naf's gonna survive for now. Cello. In the sense that
I think we need to put someone stronger on the other side then, because Grim's done a great job.
Oh.
It's a little bit of luck, but it's also, you know, kind of creating those timings. Man, there's another heal. Unanswered. Important player. Bolts is out. Time to go get the bomb as we cross the minute mark, but this could be it for MIBR.
Yeah, looking like 12 round wins in a row to close the show on Vertigo.
Well, it'll be, you know, 3v5 on A with a push, maybe? Or are they going back to B?
Yeah, they're setting up outside of B site. It's just Fallen selling them hook, line, and sinker. Maybe Fallen can even close this one out. Yell's gonna challenge around, and sure enough, it's the one-man army in Fallen sending a message to his Brazilian brethren. Cello hiding now behind the sandbags. What you gonna make of this? Bombs planted. Get your knife. Get your knife. Yeah. You take what you can in a situation like this. He instantly gets wrecked by Naf, but I think he knew how grim things truly looked. Holy hell.
This map will be another time to show. But ultimately, he was not coming on this team to be a star player. He was very clear about that and his intentions, and to not be a star player opper as well. He does add a lot of consistency to be able to op on both sides on all maps, but it's still going to be, you know, Liege, Naf, and Grim to bear most of the load when it comes to the fragging. And that'll be a great thing. They all can chime in at the same time. Stewie on the entries as well is going to be something to pay attention to. He finds that time and he takes out bolts.
Danico posted. Stewie is the man who ate that early frag grenade damage as well, so for him to get a kill before dying, if he dies, is great for Liquid. Yell, desperate to connect a shot. Danico will find Grim before he burns to a crisp, and a Liege through the smoke will find that 4v2. So everything's going very well here for Liquid. Bomb plant off Fallen, easy.
Bomb has been planted.
No challenge. Not yet. Cello's now extended beyond the construction, so that actually gives him a good angle to try and fight a player inside of the site, but he goes back. He is caught by Stu. Esagaze with a headshot, and now Cello with a chance. But that goes down empty-handed, and it's looking like Team Liquid take away another pistol round win.
It comes down to the entry in a big way. Stewie coming up B very quickly.
No peeks whatsoever.
No, they're kind of, I feel like MIBR, they're not...
a little scared.
They're a little bit scared, yeah. Maybe a little bit scared.
Gotta be careful. The boogeyman's coming.
Just wait, get smoked out, rotate around the library. God, it's so boring here.
Yeah.
Really want to make something happen, but now your teammates are separated from you. Oh, you get mowed down in the library. Player in pit, player on site, but they know how to entry versus teams like this. However, they'll get at least 2 kills off of Esagaze. Now the plant will go down in the back of the site, but the rotations are so far away, right? Even if they go even on material with the trades, they have the talent. I mean, I've been casting. I think I was like casting with.
Cello lays down the law, stops that first peek. They go deeper into the op of Fallen, but they're not actually killed for it. Great grenade over the top from Cello. Grim could still challenge Banana, but it looks like the CTs have gotten away with this. A 2-man advantage bodes very well. A 3-man advantage, even better. Yell, he's going to jump within the bomb site. The Liege disengages, but this is that wombo combo from Vertigo. Grim and a Liege with 45 seconds to spare in the 2v5. Danico standing in the open. Grim's gonna walk right into him. Off angle, works perfectly for the first kill and the follow-up damage. Primes Yell to put MIBR on the board. Now that round was more proactive.
Yeah, for sure. You know, take the reins.
But a strong opening regardless.
Yeah, the backpedal jump up. You know, it looks like, you know, fall and runs into that mistake, but it was a very nice punish from Cello.
Stewie off of the flash. Both those counter tear. Oh, just peeks into it. And Stewie 2K takes what he wants. Cello dives behind barrels. Elige is going to remain behind the logs.
But I like this. I mean, they're still fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And they still got eyes on mid as well. They're going to hear the flicker of the scope at mid as Stewie, his eyes prying here. But Yell from the other side will take out his teammate.
Oh, and then when Stewie goes back, CSGO is posted on the angle. Now we've got another 2v4.
You know, it's the right move. 15 seconds, but do they have enough time to hunt down this player? And they can maybe plant in smoke and hope they don't get spammed. Let's see what happens.
5 seconds to spare. Cello peeks out from his corner. Now there's no time for the plant, and, well, it's not even going to happen. 3 kills for Cello. Hehowever, man advantage here for Liquid. CSGO peeks out from Library, kills Elige, but there is a player slipping through. Stu. Oh, he's almost got him, but CSGO holds the line. And now Team Liquid, their hand seems to be forced towards A. Naf in the apps, Yell within the bomb site, and a bit of space for CSGO to try and challenge. Sure enough, he gets the headshot into Nafly. He is on for the ace. Oh, but Yell's going to find that op shot to close. Doesn't matter.
Late players turning the corner. It's usually a very successful setup, but we'll see if it does result in anything. Yes, they grab one.
Dives back into cover. Almost gets away, but Naf's going to find that headshot.
Did they know about 2? It doesn't look like it.
But they seem suspecting, and sure enough, they get that contact versus Bolts. Man advantage here for MIBR as Yell ops one and Bolts holds the line.
Well, they're going to go for the boost, or no?
Just Naf going to try to press his face against the smoke in case they challenge through it.
Looks like he wants to phase it, and he won't see anything just yet, but they come out, and that would have been the duel.
Grim now on his own. Tucks back behind the new box. Finds Yell's op. Now 1v2. Peeks out. And Grim, he's got 3 kills as Danico closes the distance. Grim peeks back and forth, and he's not able to get the kill. Time is of the essence. Danico jumps on top of it, and the defuse comes through. MIBR, keep going.
Have been memorable, and once Liquid have established here at the top of Banana, I think this is a trap by MIBR, as Liquid have been doing this a lot, actually. They get control of this, they go for the execute, but then the re-aggression comes in. They got a rifler just board, and then the op can go back off cycle. Cello here to fight, get some damage off, and there's a third player in the site, but he cannot trade. Amazing from Fallen to deny him off the coffins. 5 HP as they get the bomb down.
Nicely done there, Liquid. Labored effort, and now it's on Naf. He's got 100 HP, takes down the first one. But look at the health left for Liquid. 16 HP between the two Ts. When he was working with only 5 HP. They taken off to be saved into the next one. Challenge. Damn, trying to go off of Grim's flashbang. Grim gets himself 2 kills. That is big in terms of impact. And then a boiler peak from Elige catching the rotator off guard. CSGO thought he had something to do towards middle. Instead, he has opened up this A site in its near entirety.
Yeah.
We still have Yell over on Arch.
2 will save as Liquid tie up the game, extinguishing the flame of MIBR.
Smoke grenade meets them halfway up B. Elige peeks. Slowly but surely working his way closer into the pit. Molotov denies the fallback. Cello, he's going to remain committed in position. Definitely has a teammate here to help him out. Doesn't see the player over top of the smoke, and that's where Stewie opens up shop. Bolts trying to hold this down. It's a trade train back and forth. And then it diverts course over towards A instead.
They're a bit more careful this time.
CSGO with some serious damage onto Elige. Tries to swing out, then the AUG in from pit, waiting for the drop. It never comes. Naf, he's got 2 headshots, and Team Liquid, they rock this party back into the A site yet again. Because then all of a sudden, Danico, who we saw very much anticipate The op, of course, floating over on Arch, as it has been.
Man.
So it's going to fall onto the pistols to stop this push.
It's an atypical setup from the CT side. Setting up a honeypot trap, giving up all his control, but keeping 4 on A.
Yell gets the first op shot. That's big. Stewie drops down into the pit, sees a player above him. Yell's got a second and a third. That's solo op. 3 kills for him. And Fallen is nowhere to be found. Now he has his chance, but misses with the op, swaps to the deagle and dies. It is MIBR with a robbery as Yell finds a triple.
Looks like that execute's about to come very shortly. 3 here, comfy in the sight, but mollies land everywhere.
Yeah, not so comfortable with fire on their feet. CTs falling one after another, and Yell dropping the op shot. Second miss also is not going to make this one easy. We've got that fast flank from Danico, but he takes damage as he does find at least 1 kill. And oh, Naf, crisp headshot. 1v3 from Danico to try and close this half, and he gets the first player. Definitely has a chance here as long as he can dodge the damage. His aim looks good. Smoke grenade over the oranges. Gonna land at the feet of Nafly. That should cancel out his vision and pushes Fallen into the fight ever so slightly. Time still favoring Liquid. The reload is heard, the time is very far gone, and I would say this round is too. Team Liquid with the 1-round lead at the end of their T side, doubling their round count at the end of that half after 6 in a row from MIBR. It's a second pistol after the break.
What happens now? Strong lane setup versus a lane take. Will it work?
Naps in the corner, and he's got himself a headshot alongside Grim, desperately jumping up and down, but not quite desperate is Team Liquid until Esagazi comes in from the balcony flank. However, double man advantage established, and Elige peeks out from alt. There was that moment. It's looking scary for a second. There's a late grenade.
There you go.
A little bang for its buck.
That Glock looks cool, doesn't it?
Yes, the grinder.
Is it?
With cello Berlin golds.
Oh.
Stewie has an incendiary in hand and a face full of lead, but Naf's got money in his pocket after that 3K spray. That's what he needed. If Stewie's going to go down for free, then somebody needs the multi-kill. Fallen hopping with the MP9, looking to make a bit more cash, but it's Elige's M4. They can't lose that one. Got to make sure at least one player survives, and the P250's just not enough. An 11th round win for Liquid, but nice little pounce there from MIBR. We saw them coming up banana on the prowl. Or do you take your chance and try to push through this? Smoke grenade will disrupt Fallen's angle. He doesn't have anybody to boost him just yet, but there is a rotator from Liquid getting into position. He wraps around construction over towards the coffins, and between the 2 smokes, they go for a fake plant. There's 3 guns up for the T's, 4 seconds to spare. Stewie gets a headshot, and MIBR find basically nothing. They clear the corner of Naf, and that's it.
It's not a terrible spot for MIBR, but Nafly is very aware that the fight could be coming soon.
Bolt's right in front of him. Oh, face full of lead.
Nasty.
Now Fallen, easy hold on the cross, but Yell actually gets the Galil kill, and Fallen, he just let them have it.
Yeah, he doesn't know that 2 crossed, actually. So now he's going to be moving up, looking for that second fight, and Esagaze has already made it deep into construction. That was a position where he could have just held the cross and been fine, but was not aware of CT. Here is a frag that could have come out. The refrag would have been on the left. Interesting.
We've got enough utility for MIBR to blanket this bomb site for the execution, and Stewie, because he has 15 HP, is a little bit wary here. A gap in that smoke gives him the headshot. He loses 12 more health, but still stands. 2-man advantage. Grim postured here on the balcony, Yell creeping inwards with that op, soon to put his head on display, but not before Bolts dies with bomb. The last player's been spotted and tagged oh so low. Elige able to close as Liquid find a 13.
The balcony gathering. They got 2 players up there.
Or at least one does for the moment.
And Stew's about to flank mid in this position. They're taking a long time.
Ooh, Grim falls, and Elige still up here. Stewie's got himself a kill. Fallen dies inside the site. The Tech 9s run rampant all around them. Elige with a sidearm.
Another in pit.
Esagazi, he was doing it all, but Grim comes up from pit with a 2K. and Liquid lead by 6.
Agree with you. I love this 2 balcony setup. A little Molly comes through rotation. Stewie takes heed, makes his way over. Let's see what MIBR can do.
Fallen's going to drop Danico first and foremost. We've got Naf still on top of Quad Box. He's got himself a kill. Bolts is low. Fallen just pulling that Bolt back and smashing MIBR as they attempt to get into the B site. 5 guys alive.
Definitely not one of the bigger prospects, and we've already got pressure down mid. Damage here on the Cello. Stewie, wow. Oof, he goes quick.
Fallen, though, now he's coming alive. He's got himself a second op kill. Going ahead and trying to set the precedent down mid. Liquid letting MIBR make their play for a couple of rounds, and now
they got bored.
Finish.
They got bored with how easy those early rounds had been. They just turned the tempo up to another level. Nothing to do with brackets, banana control, or anything. Just running all the way to the bottom of mid.
But there's going to be pressure on Elige in the back of the B bomb site. Can he close on his own, or is it going to take that eventual rotation? He lays a smoke in the back of the bomb site, creates a bit of ambiguity. Where has he got off to? Oh, the sideline, it seems. 20 seconds to spare at MIBR. They're fighting. They are fighting for what they want. Naf and Fallen on the retake. Remember, all 3 of the kills so far this round coming off of Fallen's op. Will Naf add to the tally to close out map 2? We've got a frag grenade on Fallen. That could be easily enough to blow Cello out of the equation, but it misses the mark. Now Fallen's going to keep his eyes on the dark corner, hits his shot versus the man in the commitment position, but now it's on to Cello. 9 HP is all he needs to keep this game going.
Oh, they're going up arch really quickly. It's a punishment for B control.
And it's Elige tested. Fallen up, shot connects, bolts. He's got Grim's head, but Naf quickly into position, and he could just walk right through. Cello maybe dies to this, or Naf holds on. Fallen, side of the smoke. That flash is meant for Naf to come out. He challenges successfully. Now, oh, the no-scope! And Fallen not able to close just yet, but it's close, and now it's over. A 16-9 on Inferno from Team Liquid to send MIBR down to the showdown. These second halves out of Liquid, only 2